Hello, I'm Joe, and welcome to the video. It's the long-awaited sketchbook tour. I have been working in the sketchbook for the past 5 months, and that's a lot longer than it usually takes me to fill up a sketchbook, even though my last one took that long, but that's besides the point. I kind of just want to jump right into the sketchbook tour, so I'm not going to have a long-winded intro like I usually do, but I do want to say 3 things before we start. 1, thank y'all so much for 8,000 subscribers. I know in the grand scheme of YouTube and stuff, it doesn't seem like a lot, but like, it is a lot, and I'm super grateful. But anyways, number 2, like my last sketchbook tour, I don't think I've done the best work that I could do in this sketchbook, but I'm gonna talk about that later, so if you're interested, just stay tuned until the end. And 3rd, if you like any of the stickers on the cover of my sketchbook, I'm gonna have all of them linked in the description because most of them came from Etsy, and if they don't have a link, then I just don't know where I got them, and I don't know where to get them. With all that exposition out of the way, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into the sketchbook tour. So for the first page, we have this. It's really pretty, and I know I put in the title of this video that it starts in January, and that's because it basically does. This is the only page that I ever did in December of 2022. This is kind of supposed to be a little drawing of me, though it doesn't look like me, like, at all. However, I really like the coloring. I think the color palette of this page looks really cool. I don't think I blended out the colored pencils enough, but it's so neat. And then I love how I did the letters up here. I don't know what possessed me, but they look really good. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go on to the next page. Okay, so here we have some sketchbook goals. Honestly, I haven't looked at these in a hot minute, so I'm just gonna go through and see if I finished them. Put more effort into finding an art style. I kind of did that. I feel like I didn't put effort into it though, it kind of just happened. Make more finished pieces outside of the sketchbook. I did do that. I'm not sure why that's a sketchbook goal though. Study color. I did that, also outside of the sketchbook. Don't put as much effort into the sketchbook. Focus more on improvement and experimentation. I definitely did that. And explore more ideas for my characters. Yeah, that happened. That happened a lot actually. But yeah, on this page, nothing too interesting, just some weird face studies that I kind of don't really like, so I'm gonna move forward. On this page, I just started drawing random faces, and then I thought that this one kind of looked like Sadie from Steven Universe, and I thought this one kind of looked like Lars from Steven Universe. So I made them into Sadie and Lars. And then I drew more Sadies right here, because she's really cute. This is concept work for one of my characters' rooms in my story. Her name is Lunabelle. You probably know Lunabelle at this point if you're a frequent of my channel. Her room looks a lot different from this now. I don't have a drawing of it, but I know it's not gonna look like this. I don't think it looks horrible though, so yeah. These are some early concept designs of Lunabelle. This is when I knew I wanted her to have like pink and purple hair because she's like an anime protagonist, you know, so she's got to have that colorful hair. But I didn't know what hairstyle to give her. I wanted it to just be loose because she's kind of a sporadic character. But I didn't really like this, and we'll see later in the sketchbook I changed it. You'll see it. But I really like how this turned out. And also I love how I said she has a cat mouth because she still has a cat mouth to this day. That's a random face I drew and it looks okay. I binge watched this one art YouTuber's channel called Bunato and I loved her art style, so I tried to replicate it and it turned out okay. Also, it's a drawing of Haley from Stardew Valley, if you couldn't tell. That's my character Calvin. I love him so much. And that's a failed arcane study, so we're gonna move on from that. Not much on these 2 pages. Me and my friends went out and I got them to draw some things in my sketchbook, which is what all these things are. Then we went to a marble slab and I just drew the inside of the restaurant place. I didn't intend for this to look like the Spider-Woman from Across the Spider-Verse, but it kind of does. I think it looks cool. That was my first time ever drawing a motorcycle and I think it turned out okay. And then I was just drawing some people sitting across from me at some church event that I went to. I'm not gonna talk about this that much. Yeah, I went through a little phase where I wanted to learn how to draw like animals and furries and stuff like that. And by a little phase, I mean like it lasted about a week and then it just kind of faded. So I drew my friend who had a fursona. This is their fursona. It's Sage. They're so cute. I'll have them linked in the description if you want to check out their work because they're really good artists. They do a lot of cool stuff. But yeah, so I drew one of their characters and I think it turned out really cute. And then this page is awful and I don't like anything about it except for that photo of my dog. The sketch for this looked so cool though. I'll give myself that. I just ruined it with the coloring and I didn't feel like fixing it. I don't like the spread. This page looked okay, but then I did something on the back of it and it messed it all up, as you can tell. Then I'm not going to talk about these because I love the sketch for them, but the coloring turned out really bad, so we're just going to move forward from it. Ah! Oh, Calvin. I love Calvin. Y'all are gonna see a lot of Calvin. He's one of my favorite characters. These were some, like, early-ish concept designs for him. I'm really, really proud of how these two turned out. I think they look really, really good. I also especially love the shading on that hand. It just looks so nice. And then on this page, I did some little sketches of Calvin. And then I did this. It looks okay. It just doesn't look the best. Then here, this is just kind of a random, like, doodle page-ish sort of thing. I made a video where I worked on that. That was my first to ever draw with me. And then the rest of these are just random doodles. That was a random person on Pinterest. I had started playing Pokemon Scarlet, so I drew Nimona and Arvin, I think was his name. And then on this page, I drew me and my friends because I was gonna like make a storytime animation about something that happened to us. And that's me playing Dance Dance Revolution and crying like Kobani from Chainsaw Man. Oh, this page is so pretty. I love the peach spread specifically. It just looks so nice to me. Like I could look at this page for hours. It took a lot of effort though, and that's not usually something that I do in my sketchbooks. And by that I mean I don't put much effort, but yeah, anyways. So for this page, I did some like head studies off of Line of Action. They look okay. They don't look that bad. I'm not complaining about them. And then on this one, my friend had brought some of her like Ohuhu markers to school. And so I was like, hey, can I use some of those? And she was like, yeah, you totally can. So I stole 5 of them and I drew some pearls with them. And I thought it was so cute. And so I put some marinas and I drew them with colored pencils. And that's how that one turned out. It doesn't look the best, but it's okay. I had watched Death Note for the first time, and so I drew L for the first time. And I just don't know how I go from like this art style to this one. I think it turned out good though. And then I went through a little art block for a bit, so the next few pages aren't going to be the most spectacular. Yeah, it's pretty empty. This was just some AP art stuff. I think it was we had to draw something that we could turn into a finished piece, and then people had to look at the page and guess what the question was behind it. And then we had to take one of the questions and draw another drawing relating to it. So I picked Where Was Innocence Lost? And I drew a woman that ended up looking like Blubberta from Moral Oral, and that was completely unintentional, but I think it fits. And yeah. Art block! I drew a bunch of faces, and I think this page looks pretty cool, actually. Then I drew some hands, and I think this page looks pretty cool. I don't hate it, I think it looks nice. I like the hands, they turned out pretty good. I had started rewatching Steven Universe because of the Sadie and Lars drawings, and I drew Pearl because I love Pearl, and she's one of my favorite characters. Then I did some arm studies, mainly with like muscular men arms. I did this one woman arm, but that was about it. I think this page looks pretty good. It doesn't look bad. I don't like this page, and this was kind of just me venting about being at school and how overstimulating and awful it was for me. You can pause and read everything that's being said if you want. Yeah, I don't really like this spread that much. I was going through some more art block. Why did I tape this in here, actually? I'm gonna take it out. I was having a rough time here. I think school had just kind of gotten stressful, and so that was making me enjoy my hobbies a lot less than usual. Here's when I tried to get back into the swing of things, and it kind of worked. So I went on Pinterest and I found like these pictures of models wearing, I think, was it like Chinese clothes or something? I don't know, but they were cute outfits. And then I drew a random Pinterest person, and this looked really cute, so I ended up doing it again on this page. Actually, this wasn't a Pinterest person though. I just kind of drew them from my brain, and I think they look really cool. And then on this page, I have some more facial structure studies. I think they turned out really good. And then these are just some balls. We love balls in this household. Oh, I love this page. It looks so good. I had gone on Pinterest and I just started doing color studies. So I guess I did do a few color studies in my sketchbook. Yeah, I think they turned out really, really good. My favorites are probably the picnic scene and then this little bubble piece. Oh, I think it looks so good. And now I want pho again. I made a video drawing these, so if you want to see more about them and hear more about them, then go watch that video after you finish this one. I think they turned out good. I can probably do better than this, but they look good for what it is. And then I said I was gonna go back and finish this page. I never did. I got pretty lazy. But that's because I had started focusing on AP art, as you can tell. So this was just like a page of thumbnails for pieces that I had ideas for, and I think it turned out pretty good. If you're interested in seeing all of the finished products for these, I think some of them are going to show up in my sketchbook, but other ones have been shown in previous videos. So yeah, a little bit of self-promotion there. So this is one of my finished pieces. So it's basically me sitting in a bathtub reading a book. And I think it turned out really nice, honestly. I like the color palette of it. I think it gives off a very comfortable feel, which is, you know, what I was going for. And this is also the first time I used only colored pencils for a finished piece, so I think it turned out pretty nice. And then over here, we have literally me. That's not me. My nose isn't that pointy, but yeah, that's literally me. That's also literally me. Those are not me at all. They look okay. I'm gonna ignore this part of the page though, because I don't know how to feel about it. I really like this spread. I think it turned out pretty good. So these were just like practice food sketches for a piece that you're gonna see on the next page. And this one, I just kind of wanted to draw different plants and different fruits and stuff like that. And so I did. And then that was a sticky note that I put at the beginning of one of my videos. I said I can't wait to leave high school. I don't miss high school. I seriously don't. I'm so glad it's over with. I think this turned out really nice though. I think it looks good. This page is a hot mess, but I still think it's good. So at the end of every school year, I go through all of the papers from the year and I cut out all of the drawings that I did on them. So that's what this page is, that's what this page is, and I'll just show y'all real quick. This is a drawing of a local arcade. And then underneath here, we got some regular show doodles, and then something I had to do for English class, and that's just a random doodle. Salmon run doodle, a salmon run doodle, plus some Germa. And then the thing underneath here is this guy. Then I said I'm gonna start drawing my characters more. This is the point where I start drawing my characters more. I love all of my characters. So this is Cromwell. I love him so much. This is Bill. I love him so much. More Cromwell, more Cromwell, more Cromwell, more Cromwell, more Cromwell, plus Arabella, and Cromwell are dating, and they're adorable. I just realized it was so much off to the side, I'm so sorry. Me and Salmon Run for real, Emma from The Promised Neverland, Marina from Splatoon, and the cursed lime lips that I hate and every artist hates, and yeah, we're gonna move past from that. I made a video on this spread too, kind of. Well, I made a finished piece with it, and then I took all the pieces from it and I taped them in my sketchbook. If you want to know more about it, go watch that video, because it's really good and I really like it. Overall, I like how it looks in my sketchbook, and I also added some little strawberries that weren't there when I originally did the piece. Oh, I love this spread. So I just glued in even more, like, school doodles like I did on this one, except this page looks like a good hot mess. This one just looks... This looks bad, but this looks good. I'm just gonna like go rapid fire through all of the things on the page. So here's a little Miku, my OC, Osaka from Azumanga Daioh, Splatoon, Cowboy, me and my boyfriend, me, Steven Universe, Cromwell and Arabella, Calvin, Bill, Splatoon, Smiling Friends, Splatoon, Smiling Friends, Ponyo, Splatoon, Smiling Friends, random doodle. Yeah, I think that should be it. Oh, Smiling Friends. Yeah, that should be it. I love this spread so much. I think it looks so good. Oh, Ooh, it's my boy, it's Cromwell. I'm in love with this man. I didn't know what to do for the background of the page, so I got lazy and filled it in with a Posca pen. But I still think it looks really good. I like how I did his face. I think it looks really nice. Also, this drawing doesn't provide much lore for him. I don't really know what's going on. I don't know why he has a mask, and that's not me being sarcastic. Like, that actually doesn't really have any importance in the story he's in. And then it was Senior Sunday, where all the seniors get recognized at my church, and so I drew my little outfit that I wore with my black dress and my Doc Martens. And then that's me being like, oh my gosh, I'm done with high school. I'm definitely happy about it, but it's still kind of weird, you know? That was at my church's senior breakfast, which takes place before the senior service, I guess. So my mom took a picture of me on stage, and that's me on stage. I really, really like this spread, like actually. Here are some like kind of concept doodles for a new persona that I could have, because I used to draw my hair with like little like spikes and tufts at the end of them. I don't know if there's an example in the sketchbook, but anyways, I kind of wanted to go for a more rounder design to be more concise, and I ended up with this, and I used this persona in my last 2 video thumbnails, and I think it looks pretty good, so I'm gonna stick with it. That's just a little goofy doodle of the persona again. And then more Calvin. I love this guy so much. This page doesn't look that good, but I don't even care because it's Calvin and I love him. I wanted to learn how to draw suits better, so I just looked up some suit references on Pinterest and I drew them, and now I can draw suits better. And then I drew my little persona in some fancy schmancy suits. Y'all wanna guess what's underneath here? Y'all wanna take a guess? Yeah, it's Calvin. Me and my boyfriend had watched Howl's Moving Castle the day that I drew this, and so I was like, what if Calvin was Howl? And so I kind of drew him in like these like, I don't know, twink-ish clothes. I don't know how to describe them. I don't know what they're called. And then I put he got cake. I gave him cake. You can see it right there. Yeah. I think this page turned out really good. I really like it. Even though it's just a pencil doodle, it's still pretty neat. For this page, I had gotten like so many YouTube shorts about that one Texas beekeeper, and she talks about the bees, and she says bees like as if she's a bee, and so I drew a bunch of bees because I like bees now. They're really cute. And then I was gonna kind of do the same thing on this page where I would like draw a bunch of stuff in blue pen and then overlay it with red pen, but I didn't because I liked how these 2 turned out so much that I didn't want to ruin it, so I just left the page blank, and it looks okay. Y'all have already seen this before, so here's a spread that I kind of feel okay about. I definitely don't think it's my best work. Whenever I created this, I was kind of just like creating it for content, and so I don't really feel that proud of it, but YouTube seemed to like it for some reason, so maybe I'm doing something right. But yeah, Cromwell again, Calvin. That Calvin looks so bad. Oh my gosh, I hate it. More Cromwell. And then on this page, we just got some salmon run doodles and my little guy. Here he is, my little guy. We got him again. I like how this looks. Do I? Yeah. I'm gonna turn the page before I change my mind. My girl, Luna Bell. Oh, I love Luna Bell so much. Look, it's let me see. Where is it? Where is she? Is this character? It's the same character. Sort of decided on a better design for her. I designed this kind of like magical witchy Genshin Impact, I don't even know sort of outfit, and I just think it looks so cute, and so I drew her in it. Then my friend Hannah just said that she had a thought where it was like, oh my gosh, what if she was a Luna bale of hay? And I thought it was so stupid, so I wrote it down. But yeah, this is really cute. I like how it all turned out. And then I was gonna like continue onto this page with some funky art, but then I decided to give up because I wasn't having as much fun with it as I did on this page. Okay, so this was originally gonna be a redraw, but I don't know, it didn't turn out as good as I wanted it to. Doing this whole page kind of made me remember why I don't use colored pencils primarily anymore, because they used to be my main art supply for sketching, but I don't like them that much right now. We got Calvin in like a business suit, and then that's Bill going bazinga because he loves Calvin. Here's my little OCs up at the top. Then that's a view of my room from where I'm sitting right now, and it's very vague, and it looks weird, but I don't care. So I've gone over these in a previous video, but I started doing a thing. I would draw a background every day just to get some practice with drawing backgrounds. These were the first 7 days. So I printed them out and I taped them all in here and I wrote down how long it took me to do each one. And I'm glad that I did these studies because now I'm a lot more comfortable doing backgrounds than I was before. And then that's me suffering through this. But I'm glad I suffered because it paid off. I think I'm okay at it now. This was gonna be a thumbnail page, but I kind of gave up on it. It's very vague. You can pause it and read it if you want. It's not that interesting. Not much happens. And then I just went back and doodled a Lunabelle and a Cromwell to fill up some space on this page. I love this spread so much. I think it looks so good. You know, I went to the beach. I actually just got back from it a few days ago. So I drew some beach houses that I found on Pinterest, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna draw some more houses that aren't on the beach. And that's what these two are. They look really good for my first attempts at doing stuff like this, but I was getting really frustrated while I was drawing them. So I drew my persona going, why can't I just draw perfectly with no practice at all? And then I got really sad, and I walked off making the Squidward walking noise. You know, that yeah, that was me right there. Okay, and we're almost at the end, y'all. So every Sunday I help with a 2nd grade class, and this is just what the class looks like. It's very off, but I mean, it looks okay. And then one of the children wanted me to draw Kirby on this page, so I just added him right there while I was working on the window. I don't know, I thought it was cute and funny. And then this was like planning for a future video I might do. I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but yeah, anyways. So we have more concept work for Lunabelle City. I decided that my story is gonna kind of take place in a New Orleans-ish area, because really the only big city that I go to frequently is New Orleans, and I feel like there's not many stories that actually take place in towns inspired by that place, so I kind of wanted to do that. I thought it would be interesting. Then I have some notes about like the architecture and important things that the buildings would have that aren't normally seen in real life. And to be honest, I did leave some pages blank because I just ran out of ideas and I wanted to be done with the sketchbook, so excuse me. Now we're here at the final spread. It looks okay. I did record my entire process of doing this, but I don't like it enough to post it, so I'm not going to. So yeah, this is a little comic of Cromwell and Arabella, and he's just being like, whoa, my gosh, she's so cute, and she's clueless to it, I guess. I don't think she'd be clueless. She would probably pick up on those social cues. Yeah, he's a simp for her. That was a little thumbnail sketch I did to get this idea down, and then that's a Lunabelle doodle, and that's the sketchbook. Overall, I have really mixed feelings about it. I'm not particularly proud of it, you know. I don't think I did my best work in here. I feel like I really grew in art outside of this sketchbook, and that's kind of frustrating, at least for content creation, because most of my videos revolve around making stuff in my sketchbook. But in the past few years, my sketchbook has just kind of been my second priority, and so I'm still trying to find that balance of like, I want to have fun in my sketchbook and I want to make content with it, but I also don't want it to be my main focus because I enjoy digital art a lot more than I do traditional. So I feel like this sketchbook fell victim to like the struggle of figuring out the balance, you know? That's not to say I think the art was bad. Like, I think the art in this is good. But to leave on a high note, I love this drawing of Lunabelle. I think she turned out so cute. I love it so much. That's probably my favorite thing in my entire sketchbook. She's just so adorable. I love her. And where's this Calvin drawing? Where's the Calvin? Calvin, where's he? There. I love this Calvin drawing too. I think it looks so good. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like and a comment and maybe even subscribe if you would like to. I have plenty of other content that you can check out where I just ramble and draw, and it's some good background noise for making art. I also have some other social media. I have a Pinterest, I have this YouTube channel, obviously, but I also have an Instagram now, surprisingly. I know, like 3 videos ago, I went on a whole ramble about how I don't want another social media, and now I have one, but it's okay. It's whatever. It's fine. I haven't posted anything on there yet because I'm kind of scared to, but yeah, it's there now. So if you want to support me, go check it out. And check out my Pinterest. I post a lot more on there. But yeah, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye!